Hey y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monay, back to y'all with another video. In today's video, we are talking all things Shopify. I know a lot of you guys are trying to figure out, especially in this season, in Q4, how to stand out online as it relates to your Shopify store. What are some things that I can do on my website, Troyia, that I can use to kind of make my brand look a little bit more unique, make my business stand out amongst my competitors while using Shopify? So I'm going to give y'all 5 tips and tricks today that you can start implementing right after this call. I'm so used to doing my coaching sessions right after this video that you'll be able to implement and start using, y'all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into today's video. Give this video a big thumbs up and let's jump into it. So tip number 1, you guys, first things first, that I feel like isn't talked about enough is really making sure we are investing in high quality photography. I feel like a lot of us, and I blame social media, I blame myself for this. A lot of us think that when we start brands and businesses, that it is okay to 100% rely on iPhone photography. And trust me, y'all have been watching me for a long time. Those of you guys who have been tuning into my videos for a long time. When I first started my business, I was able to get away with using iPhone photography. And of course, there's nothing wrong with your iPhone. But in my personal opinion, I think that it is very essential that you invest in professional photography. You need a photographer. You also may need a videographer. Those of you guys who have products, you might need a product photographer. And what's really important when it comes to photography, in high quality photography, those of you guys who are looking for photographers, is really making sure that you vet these people. And what I mean by that is don't hire a portrait photographer for e-commerce, right? Don't hire a photographer who's known for doing family photos for your product-based business. Make sure, if you can, when you're looking for photographers, videographers, that they specialize in what you need. So if I need a product photographer, let's say I'm trying to sell these nice little drinks here, I need to get a photographer who specializes in physical products as it relates to drinks, maybe as it relates to makeup, hair, whatever it is. So photography, you guys, is essential. If you are looking to do your own photography, I do recommend making sure that your lighting is good, making sure you have box lights, ring lights, whatever it is that you can use to make sure that your lighting is good. Your photography needs to be clean. It needs to be crisp. It needs to be clutter-free. Photography is essential. The reason why it's so essential when it comes to online-based businesses is because you're online. You have to give your customers the best glimpse, the best view of your product as much as you can. They are literally making a financial decision of investing in your brand and your business based upon looking through a screen, essentially. So you want to give them the best representation as possible as it relates to your product, you guys. So number 1, clean, crisp, high quality photography is going to be number 1. All right, you guys, number 2 is your branding, right? If you really want to stand out online, let's create some branding that is different than everyone else's, right? So if you see your competitors, they're doing all the pinks and the purples and the oranges and the greens, let's try to maybe do something a little bit different. Maybe let's include some colors or some components within our branding that might go through and be a little bit different. The best way to create a really solid brand is by really knowing who your target audience is. The brand colors your favorite color should not be your brand color. I don't know who needed to hear that in the back. But just because your favorite color is red does not mean your brand color needs to be red. This business has nothing to do with you. Your brand and your business has everything to do with the people you are serving. You're just the person who's driving the bus. You're just the person who's running the show. But this brand and this business has nothing to do with you. So you need to make sure that you do a ton of research as it relates to your target audience, a ton of research as it relates to your brand story, and make sure you're crafting a message and you're crafting a brand as it relates to that thing, you guys. Another thing as it relates to branding is going to be storytelling. Storytelling is huge. It's one of the best marketing strategies. It's one of the reasons why a lot of your favorite influencers and a lot of your favorite business owners are thriving is because they are fantastic storytellers. Those of you guys who are probably watching like Alex Earl, Monet, they are great storytellers. When they're doing their get ready with me's, they're telling you about their day. They're telling you about the things that they've encountered in life. So you want to make sure that you storytell as well. If I am a business and I'm talking about moms, for example, my client Tajay. Hey Tajay, if you're watching this, She is creating a brand about, mothers who are looking for that edgy look. They're trying to get their groove back as it relates to, overcoming postpartum depression. And I would tell the story as to, what did I go through and how clothing, made me feel a little bit better. How, I was sinking into my bed one day and I just felt like, this really big urge to just put some clothes on, and it transformed my journey. I don't know what it is. Storytelling is a huge component, you guys, as it relates to building a brand. All right, you guys, number 3 is something that I feel like I don't see a lot of people do, and it's something that I'm about to start taking a lot more advantage of when it comes to my brand and my business, but that is personalization. One thing that I really recommend that you guys should read, it's actually right here. I should grab it if I can. If not, I'll put a picture of it on the screen. But there's a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. One of the best ways to win friends and the best ways to influence people is personalization. Putting people's names on things. When you're sending out emails, making sure that you're using those keywords so that way it can generalize and auto-populate that person's name. So it might say, hey, such and such. Hey, Ashley, you left something in your cart today. Hey, Amanda, check out our new latest arrivals. Personalization is a huge component. One thing that I did when I first started my business is I wrote handwritten letters to all of my customers. Those of you guys who are new business owners, if you are not getting a large volume of orders, handwrite a nice thank you card. Your customers are going to love it. When I tell y'all, my customers will always just post a picture of it on their story, and they will be like, oh my goodness, this feels so great coming from a brand of getting a personalized note, right? So personalized features is another great component as it relates to building out your Shopify store as well, is get one of those Shopify apps. I forget the name of them. If I can remember, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. But there is an app out there where you're able to personalize your customer's cart based upon things that they've clicked on in the past. So, do product recommendations based upon your customer's purchase history. Different things along those lines are going to go a long way, you guys. All right, you guys, number 4, my favorite of all time is something that you got to take advantage of right now, and that is SEO. If you don't know what SEO stands for, it stands for Search Engine Optimization. Y'all, search engine optimization is taking over. I feel like it always has, but I feel like it's something that people don't take that much advantage of. And I'm about to teach y'all one of my favorite new tools and show you guys one of my favorite new tools as it relates to SEO and making sure that you're taking advantage of it from a blogging standpoint. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So of course, I have to introduce you to one of my new favorite Shopify apps called Boardroom. So Boardroom, you guys, is an all-in-one e-commerce toolkit. So think about like your Shopify dashboard times 100 with so many other tools and resources that Shopify's dashboard just cannot go through and compete with. So Boardroom, you guys, like I said, is a all-in-one e-commerce toolkit. So they're really allowing you to create unique and also SEO-friendly driven blog posts. And I feel like it's just something that we need in today's day and age. Find a different way to stand out within your brand and within your market. And I feel like SEO, not only is it something that's going to help you become more discoverable, it's also something that's really unique and it's going to provide your audience with more and more value. So Boardroom, you guys, is super great, super user-friendly in order for you to go through and set up. So many different types of tools and resources, and you guys will be hearing a ton more about Boardroom from me over the next few weeks. So let's go ahead and let's dive into the SEO portion of Boardroom. So when you guys go through and download Boardroom into the back end of your Shopify app store, this is what your store will look like. So this is my store right here. As you guys can see, we have all of our data and all of our analytics here. We have our ad spend, we have orders, units sold, expenses, our net profits, all the different things. But I know what you guys are here for. You're trying to figure out, how do I create that SEO blog post and really take advantage of becoming more discoverable as it relates to my brand and my business. So you can get there a couple different ways. You can come over here to quick links and you'll be able to go through and select any of these different types of categories here to take advantage of. For example, we would create the SEO blog post by clicking there. Or what we can go through and do is go to the toolkit and go to AI tools and create content. From there, we can also see the same exact tools that we've seen over there on the dashboard, and we are going to select SEO blog post. Y'all, what I really love about this is that it's all AI powered, so I can just go through and add in a couple of different things that I want as it relates to my blog post, and AI is going to go through and write it out for me. So what I'm going to go through and type here is I am going to say, well, let's see what we want our blog post to be about. Let's make it about women's fall fashion. So let's just say fall 2023 fashion trends. Perfect. And then we are going to copy and paste that, and it's going to be the same exact title. And then let's go through and add in 4 words that we are going to use to help power this SEO. All right, so let's go ahead and put in some SEO keywords. It says you can enter a max of 4 words. So let's just put fall fashion. All right, perfect. And now let's see what desired word count we want. I kind of want this to be a little bit short. I'm thinking maybe 250 words. Nothing too crazy. And describe the tone that we want AI to go through and use. We're going to say witty is the tone that we want to use. And if you guys don't know what witty is, it's usually like kind of smart, kind of sarcastic, fun, bubbly is what we want to go through and use there. All right, so let's go through and put in a couple additional descriptions. So we are going to say Air Fall 2023 fashion trends for women. And we're going to select generate blog post. And as y'all can see, it is nice and generating for us. And we are going to wait for it to create our blog post for us. All right. All right. As you guys can see over here in the center leftish area, we have an entire blog post discussing fall 2023 trends. And as you guys can see, of course, we can definitely come in here, we can edit it, and all we have to do is select Open SEO Editor, and we'll be able to edit the entire blog post. We can change some words around, we can move some things around as well. Another feature that I really like is over here on this right side, we're able to kind of see the score of it. So it's scoring at about a 62, which is pretty good. We can see that the tagline is great. It's the perfect length. It has, really great keywords such as fall fashion. It's using focus keywords, different things along those lines. And it says the word count that we should write a little bit more text for this page. So maybe it is a little bit shorter. And then we can also see all the different ways that the actual blog post is ranking. So one thing we can do here is we can change the title. We can also go through here and change the text. Let's say that this is perfect and that there's not much for us to go through and change. All we have to do is select save, and the post is going to be saved for us. And then if we want to go through and just post it directly to Shopify, y'all, all we got to do is hit publish to Shopify. We can select our store. We can add in the cover image that we want, add in our meta description, and it's going to post it automatically to our Shopify stores, y'all. Insane. Please take advantage of Boardroom, you guys. And this is just one of the small features of Boardroom. There's so much else for us to go through and unpack. So make sure you guys go through and download Boardroom to the back end of your Shopify store today. I'll have the exact link to it down below in the video description. All right, you guys, and last but not least, number 5 is going to be loyalty programs and special perks and benefits. You need to incentivize your customers. And the reason why is because all of your competitors are, to be honest. When people are shopping with you, they are looking for a reason to shop with you. And you want to give them the best offer that you can. You want to create an irresistible product offer. One brand that kills it time and time and time again when it comes to loyalty programs and rewards is Sephora. Sephora's loyalty and reward system, you guys, is top notch. And the reason why I say that it's top notch is every single time you go into that store, you're racking up points. I believe every single dollar you spend, you get maybe 2 or 3 points, and your points accumulate. So that way, whenever it's time for you to visit the store again, they have that nice little cute dashboard sitting there, and you can choose, sample products. You can even get money off sometimes. And it keeps you coming back into the store again and again and again and again. Another great example of loyalty programs and rewards is Sephora's birthday system. Every single time it's my birthday, you better believe I'm going into Sephora and I'm always trying to get my birthday gift. You guys can take advantage of these same exact things while using Shopify. Shopify has a ton of different apps and plugins that you guys can take advantage of as it relates to adding different loyalty systems and rewards to the back end of your stores. Doing limited time discount codes. You guys can do happy hours on your Shopify stores as well. Cross-selling, upselling, downselling, allowing your customer experience to be really, really cool and really unique. Also, another thing that I think a lot of people should take advantage of is those gamified systems where you're able to spin the wheel, or maybe you're able to pull down the slot machine, or anything along those lines is going to make it a lot more interesting and into detail as it relates to your customers. And they're going to thank you for it because they're not just boringly shopping on your website. You're adding some fun components to it and really making the user experience completely different and also innovative. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. More information regarding Boardroom will be linked down below. Make sure you guys go through and check it out. You guys will hear me talk a ton more about Boardroom. I'm super excited to introduce that platform to you guys. So make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. Happy hustling.